In the silent embrace of the night, an abandoned house stood, shrouded in fog and mystery. This was no ordinary dwelling, it was a relic of a bygone era, its gloomy facade a testament to the chilling tales spun around it. Nestled in a small quiet town, the house was an ominous presence, its history steeped in tragedy. In this silent town, whispers of the house's dark past echoed through the night, carried by the wind. Stories of a family whose lives had been cruelly snuffed out on one fateful night were recounted in hushed tones. The house, they said, held onto its grief, expressing it through strange, ethereal moans that could be heard in the stillness of the night. Despite the fear it instilled, the house attracted the brave and the curious. Among them were a young couple drawn to the house by a chilling fascination. Deciding to explore the house, they crossed the threshold, stepping into the heart of the unknown. As they ventured deeper into the house, the whispers grew louder, the moans more mournful. The old, chipped walls seemed to come alive, resonating with phantasmagoric footsteps that echoed through the deserted rooms. The house, it seemed, was not as abandoned as it appeared. As they attempted to leave, the door shut with an ominous thud, trapping them within the heart of the house's sorrow. As fear crept into their hearts, they found themselves immersed in a story of pain and betrayal that still lingered within the house's walls. The house's tragic past unfolded before them, its story told through ghostly apparitions and chilling whispers. The shadows that danced on the walls took on the forms of the departed family, their broken lives playing out in a spectral theater. The past, it seemed, had not left this house. Instead, it clung onto it, manifesting in disturbing ways that chilled the young couple to their core. As they navigated their way through the house, they encountered the tangible echoes of the tragedy that had once unfolded there. The pain of a family betrayed, the sorrow of lives cut short, and the chilling aftermath of a tragedy that had never truly ended. The house was more than just an abandoned structure. It was a vessel for a story that refused to be forgotten, a tragic tale that was as much a part of the house as its crumbling walls and creaky floors. It was a grim reminder of the pain that had once been endured within its walls, a pain that still lingered in every nook and cranny. As they escaped the house's clutches, they carried with them the echoes of a tragedy long past, forever etched in their memory. The house, once a symbol of fear and mystery, had revealed its heartbreaking story to them, changing their perception of it forever. It was no longer just an abandoned house. It was a monument to a family's sorrow, a silent testament to a tragedy that had once shaken a small town to its core. Under the shroud of darkness, an ominous shadow began its relentless pursuit. A man, ordinary in every aspect, started noticing this phantom presence. It seemed to be a mere figment of his imagination, a trick played by his mind in the eerie silence of the night. But as days turned into weeks, the shadow persisted, growing more tangible, more real, lurking at the edges of his existence. The shadow was a constant, an unwavering entity, always present, but never intrusive. It wasn't until one fateful evening on a deserted street bathed in the dim glow of a solitary street lamp, that the shadow took a definitive form. It was him, an old friend, a companion from years ago who had departed from this world under mysterious circumstances. His heart pounded in his chest as he looked at the spectral figure. His friend's face was as it had been, etched with the lines of laughter and worry, a face that bore the brunt of life's experiences. His voice, a soft whisper in the cold wind, carried a plea for help. An injustice had been done, a crime unpunished, a story untold. His friend had been the victim of a grave injustice that had slipped through the cracks of the law. His spirit was trapped, unable to find peace, unable to move on. He pleaded for help, for his friend to dig deeper, to uncover the truth that had been conveniently buried and forgotten. A chill ran down his spine, but he knew what he had to do. He needed to help his friend, to bring the truth to light. It was a journey that blurred the lines between the living and the dead, between reality and the supernatural. It was a journey that made him question everything he knew, everything he believed. Days turned into weeks, then months, as he delved into the past, unearthing secrets that were meant to stay buried. He faced threats, faced disbelief, but he persevered. The truth was a bitter pill to swallow, a harsh reality that shattered the illusion of justice he had believed in. His friend's demise was no accident, it was a premeditated act, a crime that had been covered up by those in power. In the end, he managed to bring the truth to light, to expose the perpetrators. It was a victory, yes, but a victory that came at a great cost. His friend's spirit finally found peace, finally moved on, leaving him alone with the harsh reality of the world. In the face of the unknown, he had unveiled a truth buried deep within the shadows, a truth that changed his life forever. In an antique shop, a group of friends stumbled upon a seemingly ordinary video camera, oblivious to the terror it held. This was no ordinary group of friends. They were seekers, adventurers, always on the hunt for the mysterious and unexplained. Their eyes sparkled with curiosity when they found the camera, its retro design giving it an air of intriguing nostalgia. The camera seemed like a relic from another era, an artifact that had seen countless moments of life. However, as the friends soon discovered, it was more than just a vessel for memories. They began recording their daily activities, transforming mundane moments into a thrilling adventure. But as they replayed the footage, they noticed something eerie. In the frames of laughter and camaraderie, there were ghostly apparitions. Hands seemed to graze the edge of the image, and indistinct voices whispered words they couldn't understand. The recorded reality was no longer their own. It was as if the camera had opened a portal to a dark realm, a realm that existed parallel to their own, but was unseen by the naked eye. The friends were fascinated, yet terrified. They tried to rid themselves of the camera, disposing of it in various ways. They buried it, threw it in a river, even tried to burn it. But every time the camera would reappear, as if bound to them by an unseen force. Soon the supernatural events transcended the recorded footage and began manifesting in their reality. Shadows moved in corners of their vision, whispers filled silent nights, and a chilling presence seemed to linger around them. The line between the recorded world and their own reality began to blur. Determined to solve the mystery, they decided to delve deeper, ignoring the growing fear within them. They sought answers in the realms of the paranormal, consulting mediums and delving into ancient lore. The more they discovered, the more they realized that they were dealing with something beyond their understanding. Every attempt to decipher the enigma only led them deeper into the labyrinth of terror. The camera, they realized, was not just a portal but a catalyst, accelerating their descent into the unknown. It was a bridge between two worlds, a bridge that they had unwittingly crossed. Their lives were no longer the same. They were no longer mere observers of the supernatural but participants, drawn into a world that defied logic and understanding. The video camera had become a symbol of their journey, a token of the terror and mystery that had entwined their lives. As they grappled with the unknown, they were drawn deeper into a world of terror and mystery, forever bound by the haunting memories of the video camera. These tales from the depths of human experience reveal the thin veil separating us from the unknown. Each story, from the haunting echoes of an abandoned house, to a shadowy figure whispering from beyond, to the eerie visions captured by a seemingly innocuous video camera, weaves a narrative of fear, suspense, and the exploration of the unexplained. We've journeyed through the chilling corridors of the past, crossed the blurred lines between life and death, and peered into the murky depths of a supernatural realm. These experiences, though shrouded in mystery and terror, serve as a stark reminder of the inexplicable elements that exist on the fringes of our reality. They evoke an unsettling sense of dread and suspense, leaving a lasting imprint on our psyche. In the face of the unknown, we are but mere spectators, left to ponder the mysteries that lurk in the shadows.